Hey everyone, welcome back to Cosmic Moon Tarot. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me or get spiritual advisement from me, my contact information will be in the description box down below. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. This is going to be a really quick video just to kind of detail and go over the difference between smudging with Palo Santo or smudging with sage, okay? I have a little bit of each one of them here. So some of you may be asking yourself, what is smudging? Okay, smudging is an ancient practice of burning sacred herbs and resins, and believing that when you do so, that there is sacred smoke that comes from these herbs and resins being burned, that assists you with raising your vibration. Okay, clearing out negativity and aiding with different types of spiritual work. You can do smudging over your own body to help cleanse yourself. Okay, you can also do this over any space that you're in, like your car or your house. All right, and also over any item that you may want to cleanse, like crystals or tarot cards or candles. Okay, essentially really anything, guys. All right. Now I know others of you also may be asking, how do you smudge? So all you would do is just simply light one end of your smudging tool, okay, and allow it to catch fire. And then let it burn for several seconds, okay? So it's burning, and then once the flame goes out, you can just gently blow on the end of it, all right? And fan the embers, okay? I'm still trying to get mine lit here, but then it'll begin to glow and smoke, as we'll see here in just a second. And then you'll need to also make sure that you have some kind of heat-proof dish that you can lay your smudging tool in. Of course, this is acting up since I'm on video. But you need to have some kind of heat-proof dish. That's also very, very important when it comes to smudging. There we go. So for me, I actually have, a cast iron cauldron, all right? A lot of people like to use smudge bowls or abalone shells, okay? But for myself personally, I'm very partial to my cast iron cauldron. Isn't it cute? I love it. So like I said, guys, you're gonna let this fire go out, all right? And then once it goes out, I'll kind of fan the embers or blow on the embers and let a good glow and the smoke get going here, all right? Now, another thing that you keep in mind while we're waiting for this to go out is that, it will go out, okay? So when you're smudging, it's going to go out. It's not going to stay lit and burn, all the way down. But don't fret, okay? You can simply just relight your smudging tool as many times as you would like, okay? And also, I also recommend whenever you're smudging to open up a window, crack a door, okay? Something that will just kind of allow for the smoke to go out of, the area that you're in, okay? And for some reason you're unable to, I'm sure that there are some kind of cracks or vents or something that the smoke can get out of, but most people that's not an issue for. So definitely, here we go. See, there is what I was saying about blowing on the embers, okay, guys? So let's just smudge our little video a little bit. All right, so then I'm going to stick it here in my heat protected and let it burn. All right, so let's talk about what I consider to be the most popular, widely used herb for smudging, which is going to be sage. Okay, sage is a aromatic plant that has been used for both medical, culinary, and spiritual purposes, dating all the way back to ancient Egyptian times. Okay, I know the Egyptians definitely used it for its natural healing properties as well as for spiritual uses, okay? Now, sage is, very good for connecting you to the spiritual realm. It will help you enhance your intuition. It also helps you with spiritual dilemmas, like trying to figure out where is your spiritual path headed, okay? So if you're reached like a plateau on your spiritual path and you're trying to figure out what the hell am I going to do next, where do I go next, you can definitely do a meditation ritual with sage, okay? And you'll notice that it kind of helps you to connect with your higher self, okay? And to kind of attain spiritual downloads that you need to help you, figure out which way to go on your spiritual path. Now, sage also is known for purifying, the air, okay, of like bacterias and viruses and, fungus and things like that. And it can actually make it easier for a person to breathe, in a space that has been saged. Now, if a person does have, breathing issues like asthma or allergies or bronchitis or something like that, I do definitely recommend that you sage the area, prior to the person entering into the space. You don't want to do it while they're actually in there, just because the smoke itself may actually irritate this person's breathing issue. But it has been proven that, saging an area and then allowing the person to come in afterwards and, them just inhaling the scent and inhaling the cleaner, purified air, can help with those type of breathing issues that I just mentioned. Now, sage also is very, very useful for helping you rid your space of negativity. Okay. This negativity can include past traumas, bad experiences, negative energies that others may have came into the space and left there. All right. Sage can help you literally establish a positive environment. All right. And it's really good for like when you're planning on, doing a meditation. Maybe you're planning on doing yoga. Okay. Maybe you're just planning on doing a meditation period. Maybe you're planning on doing, some type of moon ritual or something like that. Okay. By saging the space first, it's like you purify and you cleanse the space and, set a positive environment there so that when you go into the ritual, you don't have this negative energy that's kind of there and can affect your ritual or can affect your meditation. Okay. Now, also, if you have, let's say you get a new item, okay, or even a used item, just some type of item that, you're unfamiliar with and is new to you, you can also take sage to cleanse, any residual energy that may be hanging on to this item that, you've just gotten for the first time, okay? It's very, very useful that I definitely do that every time I get a new tarot deck, crystals, candles, anything like that. I definitely go ahead and sage it because I don't know what energy was put onto this item or, the source of this energy or what space they were in before it came to me. So, for my uses, I like to sage it and cleanse it and, make sure that it's ready for me. Okay. So, all right. So that is sage, guys. Let's go ahead and talk about Palo Santo. All right. So Palo Santo, also known as the holy stick, is one of the most fragrant woods in the world. Okay, it is said to come from a mystical tree that grows in the coast of South America. Okay, I'm also told that learning or read that it is connected to like frankincense. Okay, like they're like close cousins or something like that. All right. So it's a very powerful, very mystical wood, and it smells so good, guys. Like I really, really love the smell of Palo Santo. And for centuries, Palo Santo has, been known for being a stick of healing and good fortune. Okay, it's been used by shamans and saints and anyone that's like been seeking some type of stronger spiritual connection. All right. And it also has a very good reputation for providing healing, okay, and spiritual purification, okay. So as far as the healing goes, it's been known to treat a wide variety of physical ailments like colds, flus, anxiety, depression, asthma, bronchitis, headaches, okay, you name it. Like it has like a very wide background for even being used in hospitals and things like that in other countries. I don't think so much primarily here in the USA, but in other countries it is widely revered and used even in hospitals because of the deep healing power that comes from it. Now, as far as spiritual purification goes, Palo Santo is definitely believed to clear negative energy and restore tranquility. Okay, it also helps with raising your vibration and just kind of helping you like discover that peace within yourself. Okay, and like by grounding yourself and allowing yourself to like just find a connection to the earth. Okay, and a connection to the divine at the same time. So it's kind of like a good conductor or middle ground, if you look at it or think of it like that. Now, Palo Santo is also known for having the ability to transmute negative energy. Okay, so what that means is like I don't know. I always look at sage like it can just clear away something and do away with it. As far as the negative energy goes. But with Palo Santo, it's more like maybe you can't get rid of the person or the situation that is bringing the negative energy, but you can take the energy and transmute it and turn it into positive energy. Okay. Another thing about Palo Santo is that it's also a natural alternative to insect repellent. Okay, it naturally repels insects like mosquitoes and things like that. All right. And it's very useful. Okay. Myself, I personally, it brings me a very light energy to my vibration. Okay, so I really love using it just for that purpose alone. I also will use it to cleanse my space and things like that, but for the most part, when I want to just feel a very light vibration, when I want to just transmute my energy into positive vibrations, or if I'm trying to heal myself of something, I will definitely go for Palo Santo. Okay. Now, when it comes to sage, like I said, I definitely use sage a lot as well, because I'm going to use sage to, cleanse my space of negative energy, to, cleanse my tools that I like to use, or before rituals or meditations and things like that. So, all in all, guys, both Palo Santo and sage have a lot of the same healing properties. Okay. But I feel like it's a personal preference. Okay, try out both. Okay, the smells will trigger a different vibration, a different feeling in you. So there'll just be times where you intuitively know, like, hey, I need to work with sage for this, I need to work with Palo Santo for this. Okay. You definitely, I don't feel like you have to choose to do one or the other. I would say be open to doing either one, and kind of just following your intuition and following your energy, as far as deciding which one you want to use in any given moment. Okay. So with that being said, guys, that is all that I have for you as far as Palo Santo and sage goes. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, peace and prosperity.